Afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm here with a door. We've got two broke screws in here. This usually happens more with brass screws than it does with steel ones. Anyway, I'll show you a fairly simple way to cut them out. Get you a thick piece of metal or two pieces of metal so that you got a halfway good straight bit going in, drill bit going into it. You want to try to keep it as straight as possible. So we got this screw here, it's broke. We got another one over here. So we're going to go with this one first. Got all kinds of holes in here for different screws, different things. But anyway, we're going to place that over the broke screw with no head. See, there's the broke screw. And place that right over the screw itself. Now we're going to just find a couple of places where we can get a couple of screws in here to hold this thing steady. Okay, you want the center of these things as close to the center of that broke screw. Here you can see we've got that thing right over the center of that screw. Now we'll have to do this one next, but let's do this one. Okay, now the one thing you got to remember, you can't just spin this thing really fast. You got to go pretty slow, because what's going to happen is going to try to drift off the head of that screw. I mean, there's just nothing you can do about that. Okay, now what we want to do is let's move it from here to this one over here. Now we're not done with the first hole yet. You can't get these plates. That's why I like to just have one thick plate. I'm using two because I didn't have any thick metal plates. But as you can see, it's not quite lined up with the other one, but that's all right. We'll get through it. This must have been a little shorter screw. Or else this screw went in crooked and we're catching the end of it, the edge of it, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult to get through there. Okay, well, we got through it. Okay, now we've got these two drilled out. Whoops, let's see. No, it's this one and this one. Now we want to get either, since this is so close to the edge, we're going to use 3/8 dowel. So we're going to drill a 3/8 hole on this. We're not going to worry about putting a piece of metal with a guide on there, because we're just going to have to deal with whichever way the drill bit goes. Got our dowel, which is I'm going to say 370. Drill bit, just a hair bit smaller. It's about 360. That'll make a good fit. Now, one thing you need to do is you need to whittle out some glue relief so that you make sure you get plenty of glue in here to hold that. We'll get rid of this part. We'll cut that off a little bit and use the rest of it. Okay, now we're going to drill a hole here. No, let's see. Yeah, it's this one and this one, so that we can put our dowel in. Okay, there's one. Got past that one. Got past that one. Fill it up good. That goes in there. Let it all squash out because you want a good tight fit. Okay, see, that ain't gonna move. Downwards, flush where the hinge goes. Okay, they're in there. Now, in this particular case, we're not going to let the glue dry. We're just going to go ahead and mount the hinge, but just want to let you know you can go ahead and put the hinge on there, but don't put anything in these two dowels. Let this sit for a while and let it catch and glue up really well. Now the one thing you want to do, you don't want to run the screw in there because it'll act like a sheetrock. If you run it in there without drilling a hole, it's going to split. And it's liable to split the door apart. So you want to drill a hole. You just have to make sure you got the right drill bit. In this particular case, this is going to be a 1/8 inch drill bit. Now if you've got a centering bit, that would be wonderful, that you can center that over that dowel, but it's going to take me a while to find mine. And that's all there is to it. Now I'm guilty of this too. When I'm in a hurry, what would I do? I would drill another hole right over here for the screw. Drill the hole, countersink it, so the screw would go in there. Just to, you know, I'm not going to say it's stronger or the same or anything. I'm just going to say, you know, if you got 3 screws in there, and you got a heavy door and you need to put that 4th screw in there, just find a place that you got a lot of room, drill the hole, and it's best not to line it up with these. Not best to line it up with these, so you're just going to have to take your pick. You know, you either do it here or up here, but drill your hole first. Don't try to run it in there without drilling a hole. You'll split that door. Alrighty, well I sure hope this helps. I'll see you on the next one.